Maher somehow managed to contradict himself in a span of a few minutes regarding identity politics. In the first part of this video, you'll see Bill Maher oppose identity politics, but in the second part, you'll see how he dives headfirst into identity politics by suggesting that Amy Klobuchar is the best center-left candidate because she's younger and she's a woman. So take a look at this first part, and then we'll look at the second part after.
From last time.
But
didn't work out so well.
I'm going to make him pay for it.
Well, I think you probably could. I hope you can. Yeah. Do you think the Democrats, though, are too into identity politics? I mean, a lot of people in the middle of the country, which you represent so well, they see that D next to someone's name, and it's just something they can't get behind.
So clearly he's framing identity politics in a bad light in that video. And so probably because, by the way, identity politics is obviously the worst approach you can make when you're choosing your favorite candidate. So take a look at how Bill Maher dives headfirst into identity politics later in this same interview. This is 5 minutes after what you just watched. Watch Bill Maher head just face first into identity politics.
And I've always said that also, we were talking about age with Howard. I've always fought against ageism because it's a judgmental thing that, very few, you can do that about very few other things in America anymore. It's a case-by-case basis. Elizabeth Warren is 70, she looks 50 and acts 20. She took selfies with 4,000 people. I don't even know if I trust someone who wants to be president that much. Joe, I don't know. And Bernie, just had a heart attack. I think I'm not trying to get Joe out, but we do need someone in the center who's, say, younger and femaler. Honestly,
Right.
Wow. What happened? What happened, Bill? I thought, you don't like this whole identity politics thing. I thought you framed it in this bad light, and then boom, Amy Klobuchar. She's younger. She's more femaler. What does that sound like to you guys? What does that sound like? Well, is that policy? No, it's not policy. What is that? It sounds like identity politics. Amy Klobuchar is better because this is what he said, because she's a woman and she's younger. She literally has 1% in the polls right now. And Bill is concerned about Joe Biden as a falling stock. That's what he said earlier in that video. Bill, listen, if you don't support Joe Biden because he's a falling stock, then why don't you just support, Elizabeth Warren, considering she's the current rising stock? Now, I'd recommend Bernie Sanders, but I'll give to Warren that she has risen in popularity. If that's the only thing that matters to you, Bill, is rising popularity, then why not support Elizabeth Warren? She's a rising stock in that sense. Now, of course, he would call Warren a socialist, but you really need to do some self-reflection if your second choice to Joe Biden is a 59-year-old younger woman with a popularity of 1%, by the way. In fact, if you want a rising stock that is a younger woman, Kamala Harris beats Amy Klobuchar on every measure. I mean, Tulsi Gabbard, you can go down the list of all these younger women. I mean, Kamala Harris is a terrible candidate, but by Bill's terrible logic, I'm going off of Bill's terrible logic. Don't think I'm endorsing any of these people. I'm a Bernie supporter through and through. But by Bill's terrible logic, he should go for Kamala, right? Oh, but she supports a rundown version of Medicare for all, so she must be a socialist too, Damn it. Damn it, Bill. Your show is such a laughingstock. This video had more dislikes than likes. Come on, dude, just do some basic analysis of your videos. That seems to be like a regular thing now for Bill Maher. gosh, there wasn't a single policy mentioned in that entire interview. In fact, I'm doing another video where I focus on the policy substance in this interview, or lack thereof, I should say. Make sure to check that out. But I really want to stress this. Bill Maher, people like think this guy is serious. People look at Bill Maher and they're like, yeah, I mean, he supports Amy Klobuchar. I mean, that's obviously the second choice. Like, it's Joe Biden, number one, right? Joe Biden, number one. Number two, Amy Klobuchar. Whoa, what are you doing there? What kind of manipulation is that? See, that's the thing. Like, Joe Biden is a falling stock, right? There's so many people in between there. Like, I'll give you Kamala Harris, dude. Come on. You're such a hack, Bill.